Whoa, what do the lonely do at Christmas? Whoa, what do they do? What do they do? I do not know why, for the life of me, I'm singing What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas? But it is what is on my mind this afternoon, this evening. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. And welcome. Happy Black History Month. It's 1 a.m. in London, but I should be asleep. But here it is. Hey, shouts out to our family out there in London. So listen, the Grammys were last night. I didn't watch a single lick of it. I didn't watch a single lick of it. I don't know what's going on. Hey, from South Africa, Lonnie's 18. I don't know what's going on. I didn't watch the Grammys, and the news today is very Grammy-centric, Epstein, Trump-centric, and Nicki Minaj-centric. And I'm glad to say that y'all get to escape all of that tonight on tonight's show. Now, as it relates to the Grammys, there is one thing that I want to say. I want to give a special congratulations and shouts out to Duran Bernard. He received a Grammy Award for Best Progressive R&B Album. Forgive me if I'm getting the title wrong. There is nobody that is more deserving than Duran. I have been watching Duran since he was in high school in Ohio. I first caught him singing on YouTube. He was singing Robin Thicke's Sex Therapy, and he was singing something else. And I had been following him ever since Window Seat, Erykah Badu. Erykah finally found him. I just seen him recently when I saw Erykah Badu perform here at the Cobb Energy Center. Shouts out to Duran. It's a huge deal for little queer boys like us. I am so proud of you and just so glad to say that I've been knowing you for so long or whatever. Shouts out to Duran. I did get to catch bits and pieces of the Lauryn Hill tribute to Roberta and D'Angelo. It looks as if Lauryn Hill was on time and she looked nice. That was great. Also, Sinners took away 2 Grammys as well for their situation. That was great. And then just through perusing the internet, I saw that a lot of Black people cleaned up during the Grammys. Shouts out to Kalani for getting a Grammy for Folded. I feel like Kalani is finally getting her things. Kalani has been out for a long time or whatever, and she is finally getting her things. I am hoping that, and I'm gonna be very honest with y'all, I don't see it for Normani at all. I really don't. I don't see it for Normani at all. But my hope is that if Normani keeps on going, she will have her Kalani moment too, where we all look back and be like, okay, all the times they've been trying to shove Normani down our face, it finally paid off and it worked. Somebody in the chat said Kehlani won 2 Grammys. Excellent, much deserving, much deserving, much deserving. And that literally is about all I got on the Grammys because I did not watch it. And that's gonna be that on that. Let's just jump right on in to the show, guys. Don't forget, spring and summer will be here before you know it. The Quentin Latham Metabolic Blend is available over there at Mood Servant. Not to mention, guys, behind me, I've got the Peach Oud candle lit up. And I'm telling y'all, that Peach Oud, it just does something special to you. We got another scent that we bundled with the Peach Oud called Easter Harvest. All that's on the website. Check it out. Down to the bar, Dallas. I see y'all hoes this Friday. We gonna have a funky good time down in Dallas because every time I check the ticket sales thing, Y'all just upping it by 10 purchases, upping it by 20 purchases. We're going to have over 200 people in the room in Dallas. So Dallas, y'all get ready to have an amazing time this Friday. And y'all be sure to tell me in my DMs and stuff where it's good to eat in Dallas or whatever the case may be, because I want to eat good while I'm there. All right, guys. So we know it's cold all over America, and something very unique happens when it gets cold in South Florida, and that's all of the iguanas start falling out the trees. Take a look. So this is what happens in Miami when it gets below a certain temperature, because
Not my
iguanas
mom
are
putting a heating pad
cold-blooded animals that
under the
require the
box for the
sun
iguana.
and heat in order to stay alive.
Where's the heating pad?
The cold weather puts them
Waking up
in a
frozen iguanas.
state of suspended animation. Now, it's worth noting that in Miami or in South Florida, period, iguanas are an extremely evasive species, much like pythons. Down in the Miami area, in South Florida area, they have no natural predators. And so their populations have boomed out of control. These things are able to lay huge clutches of eggs. And again, because they have no natural predators, their populations have just exploded. They are a very evasive species. For one, from sanitation purposes, they shit all over the place. If you've ever been to a nice hotel on Miami Beach, nice expensive $500 a night hotel at Miami Beach, when you go outside to the outdoor bars and outdoor restaurants, they be climbing up along the trellises and whatnot. And I would been at the Edition Hotel when one was up on the trellis and it was taking a number two and just dropping shit all down on the people up under it. The second thing and the biggest issue with iguanas as it relates to South Florida is that they cause major erosion along the banks of rivers and lakes and canals. They will also tear up the foundation of your house, so on and so forth. So these things are definitely not good for South Florida. And honestly and truthfully, I am of the belief that nature will always find a way to put itself back in balance. And I honestly think the freezing and the hibernation of the iguanas is a great way. I've seen many videos where people were boxing them up by the hundreds, and some people were taking them to dispose of them. Honestly and truthfully, I honestly think that while they are in this suspended state and you are able to rack them up by the hundreds of thousands, that they just need to burn them. They need to burn them. They need to burn them. They need to do the same thing that they do for the pythons. Down in the Everglades every year, guys, they have this competition where they let hunters go out and hunt for pythons, and whoever brings back the biggest python or the most pounds of python or whatever, they win. And that's what they're doing to try to keep python populations down in the Everglades. I honestly feel like with these winter chills, they need to do the same thing, and there needs to be some type of reward for whoever brings in the biggest boxes of iguanas, because quiet as it's kept, I mean, if the cold was this cold to bring them to their knees, there's no reason why two back-to-back winners, we can't get that doggone, we can't get that population under control if you made it a public effort to kill all fallen iguanas. Now, I do know some cultures eat them. I don't know nobody personally that's ever ate any. I don't want any. And somebody said, "Oh wow, you are cruel." I'm not cruel, baby. It's just nature. It's just the simple state of Mother Nature. They don't belong here. All things constant. If they did belong here, there would be an apex predator that would be eating them anyway. But I think they need to put all their ass in a landfill and burn their ass and keep it damn moving like we about to do. Speaking of keeping it moving, can I just say this? I am never going to pass up the opportunity to call the Latino community a collective of some of the most stupidest sons of bitches that have ever walked the planet. And I'm willing to walk outside my house and fight any Latin bitch out there in the street, in the asphalt, that want to run up in my face and challenge my belief system. I think the collective Latin community got to be some of the dumbest sons of bitches that ever walked the damn planet, because y'all have done everything to separate yourself from black people, and you've done everything to try to convince yourself that you was white, and you continue to vote and support politicians that continue to show y'all they don't give a damn about anything about y'all, and y'all still will vote for Donald Trump. This is crazy to me, especially considering how Spanish oriented Florida is and how many Spanish speaking people put Republicans in office. Florida will now eliminate non English driver's license exams beginning February 6th. Now, here's the thing, I'm one of those people that off rip, I look at this and I'm like, man, this ain't right. People speak multiple languages. You ain't got to speak the language to know how to drive. But then the other part of me is like, well, bitch, me and my people speak English. This don't affect me one way or another. Why should I have a bleeding heart, and why should I care? Because I am going to tell you who this is disproportionately going to affect. This is going to disproportionately affect South Florida Latin community. The Cubans, the Venezuelans, the Colombians, especially the damn Cubans. This is going to affect y'all. So, Florida is about to become an English-only state when it comes to hitting the road. On January 30th, 2026, the Florida Department of Highway Safety announced a major policy that will require every driver's license applicant to take their examinations exclusively in English. The sweeping change officially goes into effect on Friday, February 6th, and applies to every classification of license from standard permits to professional commercial certifications. This new mandate is a massive departure from the state's previous approach, where non commercial exams were available in a variety of languages and commercial tests were offered in both English and Spanish. Under the updated rules, the Florida Department of Highway and Motor Vehicles is stripping away language translation services and removing any printed study materials or tests that are not in English. This also extends to oral examinations, ensuring that there are no workarounds for those who are not fluent in the language. A lot of people say things, and I see in the chat, how do they read the signs? How do they read the signs if they don't speak English? It's very easy. It's very easy, sweetie. All the road signs are the same, give or take. They know what a stop sign is. They know what a yield sign is. They know what a caution sign is. The same way I know when I walk into a damn Spanish restaurant and it say baño on the goddamn wall up under the lady or up under the man, that's the damn bathroom, okay? We not finna sit up here and pretend like people need to be fluent in English in order to drive, okay? Driving has way more to do with muscle memory and the skill of driving than it does reading them doggone signs. Not to mention, in today's world with Siri and GPS, them people getting around just fine. And let me tell you this, the secondary effects of all of this. Every time I order Uber Eats in Miami, it's somebody who don't speak English bringing it to me. And that don't bother me. What I'm saying is, y'all are getting ready to make it so hard targeting certain people that you don't realize the trickle down effects that many of these people have and how it affects us. Many of our delivery drivers are non-English speaking people. Many of our service workers are non-English speaking people. Many of our delivery people, baby, I don't need you to speak the English to deliver my damn food. I don't need you to speak the English to drive the rooms to go furniture truck. Okay? I don't need you to speak the English to operate the forklift. I don't need you to speak the English in order to do the doggone construction. If you can do the damn job and if you can communicate with the person that's instructing you what to damn do, then you are right with me. This is going to cripple Florida's economy beyond how it's already been crippled. This is, and it's clear discrimination. And I'm just talking about the Latin people. You know what I'm saying? This is going to affect our Haitians. This is going to affect everybody. But I'm just speaking about how many people out there in Florida that do not speak English. Now, honestly and truthfully, I think folks just going to go around and be unlicensed. Folks gonna go around and be unlicensed, or folks gonna go around and have their little nephews and nieces that look like them take the test in their doggone name, or all it's gonna do is create an underground market at the DMV for people to pay a little bit of money under the table and get their doggone license. So, Latino community, I guess y'all wanted it. Y'all got it. And see, and now it looks like there may even be some voter suppression going on with this. Because, like somebody said, no driver's license equals no vote. These folks are doing everything in their power to disenfranchise folks and not realizing that they are cutting off their nose to spite their doggone face. So, in some other, oh God, why is this file not found? Why does this always do this? Not now. I want to play this story right here. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Hold on, y'all. We got another story that I wanted to do that's very important for us to do. Hold on 1 second. And this story involves the 81-year-old white man that shot and killed the black Uber driver lady. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get it up on the screen. Okay. Let me get her up. Blank screen. Not now. Blank. So, do y'all remember this story right here? The 81-year-old white man was now sentenced to 21 years to life for fatally shooting the Uber driver that he mistook as a scammer. Both were targeted by the same phone scammer who threatened to kill the man's family unless he handed over $12,000 in cash, guys. So listen, before we even start the argument about he killed the lady in 21 years is not enough, he killed her in cold blood, please save your energy. The man is 81 years old. The likelihood that he will live another 20 years is slim to none, especially under prison circumstances. He will die in prison. Save your energy. Save your energy. Yes, this is unfortunate that he killed this woman. Many would argue that he killed her in cold blood, that the lady was walking away from him. There was no reason to shoot her. I totally agree. I also wish that the FBI or whatever law enforcement agency would have been more prudent in tracking down who was playing on both of their phones that led to this. I'm not excusing what this white man did, but I am making a small allowance for the fact that older people can be a bit senile. Older people are not hip to all the different technology and scams and stuff that was out there. And yes, there could be a world where this man did think somebody was coming to harm him. There could be a world that he did think somebody was coming to harm him. But on the same breath, this lady was walking away and he didn't have to shoot her. When you layer that with predisposed thought processes about Black people, you know what I'm saying? He probably think we all scammers and robbers and all this type of stuff. And it led to him offing this lady. I'm sure there's a little bit of racism and bigotry and bias and stuff in there. But long story short, to think that some scammers set off a chain of events that caused this, that brought these two people into each other's lives that otherwise would not have probably crossed paths. And this lady now lost her life. It really is messed up. And I really do think that the FBI needs to do more in terms of trying to track down whoever it was that caused this unfortunate day. You guys remember Beauty to the Streets founder Shirley Raines? Well, guys, they found her in the house dead to the bed. And originally there was no foul play suggested, but now her cause of death has been revealed, guys. Take a listen. Oh, no wonder I had it on the wrong. I had it programmed on the wrong thing. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put that here. And that's not Shirley. Is this Shirley? That's not Shirley. Is this Shirley? No. No, is this Shirley? This is Shirley. Bam.
The cause of Shirley Raines' death has been revealed. She did not pass away of natural causes. This is not the news we wanted to hear, but it is an undeniable fact. As the founder of Beauty to the Streets, Shirley spent her life providing essential services to the homeless. However, tragically, her death was not sudden. Reports indicate that Shirley's health had been deteriorating for months, but she never sought medical treatment. Her heart had been severely damaged. In the latest video, we can see that Shirley's body had become weak, yet she still used her own hands to bring warmth, cleanliness, and dignity to others. Her death is not just the loss of one person. It is a cold reminder from society about the cost of selfless dedication. Shirley showed us the power of love and sacrifice, but she also made us reflect whether in our pursuit of helping others, we sometimes forget to help ourselves. She used her own life to demonstrate selflessness, but no one came forward when she needed help the most. May her story inspire more people to care for others, to give rather than merely to take.
All right, so Lord, y'all are in the chat and they're saying this is AI, this is AI. Well, look, I got to be old as shit too because can y'all, okay, can somebody help me? How do you know when it's AI and when it's not AI? I'm confused. The story, y'all, the story was saying that she died of heart issues. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing I don't have the time to do at 41. It's already enough putting the damn show together. Now you mean to tell me I gotta add another task to my list, which is going through and making sure everything is not fucking AI? Like, Who? Why do people even do this? What is the point? Well, hell, the lady, I don't know how the damn lady died at this point. I'm finna move the hell on because y'all don't confuse me. Kiki Palmer say if she get with somebody else, they can't stay with her. Take a look.
Pretend we're on a first date. Okay. And I'm like, okay, Kiki, yeah, do you want the steak? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And so do you want kids?
I could be open, but one thing I need you to know is that I never want to live together.
You're so quick. Should I take it personally?
I like my alone time.
But is that real?
That's real.
Oh, wait, are you speaking as Kiki?
Yeah,
right
I'm
now?
speaking as the Kiki.
Not the
Okay, girl. I honestly, I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house.
Yeah.
Wait,
And I just feel that.
time out. You're for real right
Yeah,
now?
she's for real.
Serious.
So what
marry
about, like-
even.
So you
You're
don't have,
married.
he's gonna live around the corner?
Two
Around
houses.
the corner would be great.
What about a guest house? Would you let him live in the
Yes,
guest house?
he can be in a guest house. You know what I'm saying? We can be on the same, land, but I'm over there and he's over there.
Yeah.
At best, separate rooms.
Okay.
So what about, you go to the bathroom, you have the 2 toothbrushes?
No, so he can mess my bathroom.
Is that your hot take? So if
That's my
that's your hot take.
That's one of them.
And that's a hot.
I can't close my
So listen, I'm not even mad with Kiki, and I'll be very honest with y'all. I think more people, when it comes to relationships, should really be honest with themselves. And I find that a lot of people get in relationships and they do what was modeled for them by their family members or their parents, or they do what society says they should be doing. I'll never forget running into a professional group of friends that I have now. They are married, both very successful attorneys. They got married. They were searching for a house. They were so stressed out in their pursuit of finding a joint house that the realtor finally showed them a house one day. And the issue that they were always having is that he would like something, she wouldn't. She would like something, he wouldn't. They were so stressed out over merging lives that while looking at a house, they looked at one another and said, who says we have to live together? You like your house and I like my house. Let's just stay in our own respective houses. And I honestly and truthfully, now you got some people who, there are some of y'all that believe if you live separate, that that's not a marriage. All right. I think that that's a very rigid idea of marriage. And just because cohabitation works for you and your man, it doesn't necessarily invalidate somebody else's marriage, that it doesn't follow yours closely. But I think if a lot of people learn to separate a little bit, or at least, like she said, have separate rooms. I got some gay friends in a 14-year relationship. I asked them what's the secret. They said separate bedrooms. It's a lot being up under somebody the whole time. It is. And also, too, what I've learned just from being in my current relationship is that oftentimes when you get mad with somebody and y'all live in the same house, it makes the situation drag on longer than it necessarily has to. Unlike when you get mad with somebody and they go back to their house, the next day or two, y'all able to come back together like nothing ever happened. But when you mad and got to look at a bitch, or when you mad and you got to hear this bitch in your house, I definitely understand how people can want to live separate, especially having a bad experience cohabitating. And speaking of people being separate, it doesn't bring me pleasure to report this news, but Quad and King are no longer together. They haven't been together for months. Do y'all understand now why I kind of stopped watching reality TV, or why I had to stop watching it? It's kind of difficult for me watching the shows when I know the people. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like, even with them, it's kind of hard for me to sit down and watch Married to Medicine and kind of follow this IVF journey when by the time the IVF journey hit the screen, they were already not together. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me. They've been broken up for months now. Okay? They've been broken up for months. This is what I would like to caution you guys. And I know I'ma say it and it don't matter anyway, because people gonna believe what they want to believe. And I think sometimes I can't blame people for going based off of the information that they have. And the information that you guys, the viewing public, have is just what you see on the TV, right? That's the information you have. So those are the opinions that y'all form. Those are the narratives that y'all run with. And rightfully so. You don't have all of the information. Here is what I will tell you. It ain't have nothing to do with going to Ghana for no IVF. It ain't have nothing to do with he didn't want no more babies. It ain't have nothing to do with nobody cheating on one another. It was none of that. It was none of that. It was none of that. Honestly and truthfully, without me violating my friend contract, it just simply didn't work out. It just that's literally what it boils down to, guys. And I know y'all wanted to be some tea and y'all wanted to be some great, salacious, whatever. And honestly and truthfully, that's none of it. It just simply didn't work out. After a few years, after getting to know each other better, you start to realize, oh, I don't think I like you as much as I did. Or I don't like that aspect of you. Or yeah, I don't know if I can deal with this long term. And that's what it was for both of them or whatever. So there's no scandal. There's no tea. You know, I hate that some of y'all, and I'm going to take up for her because she my friend, those of y'all who don't like Quad, y'all just be wanting to see that girl do bad so much. He ain't never like her. Like, damn, like the girl not worthy of being liked. He ain't never like her. Y'all just be wanting to see people do bad so bad. Like, no, he liked her. He liked the beauty. He liked the fame. He liked the riches. He did. He liked her. He did a whole lot. And she liked him back a whole lot. And then it just didn't work out. And so I will say this for, you know, it not working out. Good thing y'all didn't have no babies. You know what I'm saying? Because God knows we don't need to be bringing no babies into no broken homes and bringing no babies into no mess or whatever. But God knew what he was doing when he didn't allow those two to conceive. Last but not least, well, this was a quick show tonight, guys. This last story that I want to do is on Druski. So Druski was spotted sitting courtside with adult film star Sky Bree. Am I the only person who looks at this picture and cringe? Am I the only person who looks at this picture of Druski and this girl, and I just cringe. This is why I cringe. I weep. I weep for the broken black boy. I I weep in this moment for Druski because all things constant, this girl would not look at him twice. All things constant. All things constant. And I'm not trying to be negative about Drewski's appearance, but let's face it, you know what I'm saying? He's a big boy that's a little goofy looking and goofy acting. He is definitely by trade not the guy that walks into the room and gets the pretty girl. Okay. All things constant, this girl would never be in his league. And then on top of that, it's like you go out and y'all go out and get these white ones. You go out and get these white ones. And you flaunt them around. You flaunt them around so proudly. And the rest of your community is looking at you like, boy, when you gonna learn? When you gonna learn? Because the next thing coming up is gonna be some recordings of some abuse. He hit me. He some type of extortion, something or another. And I guess somebody said he got money. What's the issue? And yeah, money is currency for men. Honestly and truthfully, when you a man and you got a lot of money, you can honestly get most girls. But the reason why I cringe is because let's just say when it's time to get intimate, when she lay down on her back and open her legs, do she really want Druski tongue kissing her? Do she? Or is she gritting, or does she have to grit and bear it because of the money? When that girl is having me time, pleasuring herself, is she really laying in the bed, visualizing Druski in between her legs and in her butt? And I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no. And I think that beautiful girls like this know. Listen, let's be very clear here, okay? And let's just be adults about it. Dudes know when they got a girl that's out of their league, and girls know when they got a dude that's just happy to be with them because they look good, okay? She working the hell out of him. She is working the hell out of Druski. I'm pretty sure there's nothing she can't ask him for that he won't give her. And then she's a porn star at that. And he's just so glad. Because in his mind, in his unhealed mind, I've bagged the head cheerleader. And that's why I think with black men, before we get coming to a lot of money, we need to get in therapy. We need to get in therapy to help heal some of this, because it's just sad when you can look at somebody and be like, she don't even want you. That girl don't want him for real. Why you say that, Q? Because he big? You saying that fat people don't deserve love? No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is she don't want him for real. Y'all know it and I know it. Y'all know, all things constant, if this was just a random Saturday and none of us were celebrities and Druski ran into that girl inside JCPenney and asked her for her phone number, that girl would roll her eyes and keep walking. And then I'm going to take it a step further. She's a porn star. She's a whore. Then you sitting around here flaunting around this white whore like you doing something. But you know what? On the flip side of things, ladies, I am going to say this though. I do think that there is something to these guys' arguments sometimes when they be like, and the black girls didn't give me the time of day. The black girls used to pick on me, and I'm not putting this on y'all, but sisters, tell the truth. How many of y'all would have dated Druski? Put me in the chat. Tell the truth. Forget all the money. How many of y'all would have dated Druski, and how many of y'all find him sexually attractive? Put me in the chat. If he wasn't Druski, regular ass boy in one of your college classes, how many of you find yourself sexually attracted to him, or how many of you would date him? How many of you would give him a try? It's a few people saying me. It's a few, but overall, most people are saying not me, girl. I mean, you know. And then dear Joseph B said, and how many white girls would have? Right. Somebody said white women wouldn't have dated him either. Exactly. Drewski, I just hope you come out of this one unscathed. Don't rush into nothing. Keep your hands off of her. Don't raise your voice at her. Don't spend too much money on her. Don't do nothing crazy like that. And that'll be that on that. Anyway, y'all, I'm finna get off the line. I'll keep y'all posted. I may have to I'll just keep y'all posted. I may have to go out of town. Somebody's in the hospital. And if they have to have surgery, I'm gonna have to take off of work for a couple days. But I should know more in coming hours of if I'm gonna have to do that or not. But if not, y'all can plan to see me in the morning. And I'll talk to y'all hoes later. Bye.